is everyone? How's everyone doing today? I missed you guys so much. It feels so good to be back. And I've got this really cute 2-player heart house for you guys. And so without further ado, let's just get into it. So here are some of the materials you guys are going to need. Feel free to pause here to gather your stuff, but let's just get into it. So first and foremost, you guys are going to need a bit of a flat surface here. This build doesn't look too big, but it is actually like 17 blocks across in total, so just make sure you give yourself enough room. We are starting out, of course, by like carving out the hearts. I've zoomed out for this bit, so hopefully it is a little bit easier for you guys to follow along. And pretty understandable. I also kept it at like regular speed. I didn't want to speed this bit up because this should be easy enough to follow along, I hope. Let me know if it's not. I'll try and work on it. I have sped this bit up though because this is just me literally cutting out the whole inside. We go back 8 blocks, you can't see this, but on this graphic here that I put up, it gives you all the dimensions. We're making this sort of like backwards L shape just inside the mountain, and we're just carving that all out there, and we're going back 8 blocks. 8 blocks is how many you want to go back for this build. Also, when it says 16 down, that is including removing the floor, so once you've put the floor back in, it's only 15. Speaking of, onto the floor. For this build, we are using a birchwood floor. I tried to keep the colors pretty neutral because obviously we have the pink and black hearts, and we do bring some of that inside just so everything else sort of matched and was cohesive enough. We have gone for birch floors just because I feel like it's the most neutral of all the woods, and you'll also see we have gone for white walls as well. God, I'm losing my voice already. This is not good. As we are doing this, because it is just a lot of building, I really missed you guys. I'm so sorry. I've been gone for way too long. It has to be over like 6 months now, I think, since I last posted a YouTube video. But like, I'm finally getting properly back into TikTok, and along with that hopefully means more YouTube videos, especially if they're doing super well on TikTok and a lot of people really want a tutorial, then I will always be down to make it. I know a couple people that still want some more Sanrio builds. Oh, just so you know, we're making the walls out of white wool. We'll go around and texture them later, but for the minute it's just the white wool. And we get to have a little chit chat in the meantime. But yeah, I know a lot of people wanted more of the Sanrio houses. I'm definitely cool with doing that. Let me know if you still are interested. A lot of people wanted the My Melody one. Problem is, they have a pretty similar base structure to Hello Kitty, so I don't know if maybe I should just do sort of a tutorial on like the roofs and how to do them. That might be good, because I know a lot of people struggle with roofs anyway. That is the beauty of this build. No roofs. How good. So yeah, let me know if that's something you still guys want or interested in. I get a couple comments on TikTok about it every so often. Even on my more recent videos, I've had a few comments of people wanting it, so if you do, please do let me know. I'll definitely be down to do that. For one of our feature walls, we are using the cherry logs, which we will also texture a bit later with the cherry planks. This is my way of sort of incorporating the colours inside, but them not be like super clashing with each other, so they're on opposite sides of the build. You'll see in a little bit. But yeah, it is so lovely to be back on YouTube, and it is so nice to get to talk to you guys again. I really miss that. I miss the streams. I get so many questions about streams coming back, and I really want to make it happen. I actually have a lot of stuff in place for it. I'm just such a perfectionist, and it's something I've really been trying to work on. You'll see in this video I make some mistakes, and they're kind of killing me slightly. I really wanted to do it all over again, but I was like, I can't do it all over again just because I placed one block out of place, you know what I mean? But I'm like that with the streams, and it's really difficult sometimes, but I really hope I have an update for you all, hopefully soon. I will come out with something on like the community page. You guys will know about it when I know about it, so don't worry. But like, I've made the thumbnails, I have my overlays, and I've got OBS and everything set up again. So I think it's just me holding myself back now and being like, oh, but that's not the right time to do it. Oh, but it would be better if this or better if that. But I think I really just need to just do it. I think that's what I need to do. I need to just like have the courage, be brave, because I know you guys will be there to support me as well. Because you guys are all so amazing and so lovely. Like, I know it'll be okay, but it's scary. It's because I haven't streamed in so long. It's kind of like streaming all over again, which my first ever stream I was terrified about. I was so scared. But you know, it went good. People were lovely. People enjoyed watching. They were chatting with me. It was super great, and I miss it. It's why I chat so much in these videos, which I know gets on some people's nerves. Feel free to skip all of this. We are literally just filling in the walls and texturing. I'll put some timestamps up across the video to skip over things, because understandably you don't need to watch all of this to know what to do. But I know some people do like to, but we are just placing blocks at the minute, so let's have a little chat as we place blocks, shall we? But yeah. Oh, with the basalt, by the way, we're going down, but we're leaving the last 5 blocks to be white. The reason for that is the storage room we make is underneath that like 2nd floor bedroom, and I wanted to keep the theme the same, so we've gone for like the white blocks in there. So just be mindful of that as you're doing it. It'll be 5 of the white and 10 of the basalt. Oh, my voice is going. Never good when I've got to record a voiceover, but we'll live. So yeah, we're just doing that all the way down. And like I said, yeah, I really miss the streams. It feels really good to be making a YouTube video again. Not so good on my voice, because I'm, for some reason, always ill. Like, literally the other day, I had a really sore throat, which kind of sucked. Which I thought I was over it, but I think it's sort of like playing off on me, because I've had to record this voiceover a couple times because I keep on getting it wrong. And so I've been talking for like the past hour straight. Which isn't great, and I've been trying to drink my water. Hydration is important. Hydration break, everyone. Drink your water. But it's just not helping very much. So hopefully this will be the last recording. Hopefully. I just sort of forgot how to do voiceovers. It's been so long. The first one I listened back to, I was like, oh my god, I'm talking way too fast. So I'm really trying to slow my voice down. We're going for the slow, calm vibes today. Slow, calm, cozy vibes is what we're all about here. So yeah, hopefully the streams can come back, because I miss getting to know what's going on with you guys as well. I loved chatting to you, like, genuinely, it was really interesting to talk with you all just about Minecraft, about random life topics in general. It was always a really good fun, and I feel like everyone enjoyed it. Well, I guess you wouldn't have been there if you didn't enjoy it. But it was always great, so hopefully we will see a return in the near future, which I know I've said for a while now, but hopefully. I'm also hoping to get a new Discord up and running, just because my Discord had a good run, but like, I've been so inactive, like so completely inactive, so no one to blame but myself. Absolutely, just entirely my fault. But so we might restart the Discord or something like that in the near future as well, just so like the community is there, is the community that really wants to be there, not just people who've forgotten about it, which like, I totally understand. People change interests and move on, which, understandable. I've done the same with many things, like I completely get it. And so I just figure that might be a sort of fresh start for the community. And we used to always have like post streams, like we'd hang out in the Discord with everyone, and that was always super fun. And so I'd love to bring that back, I really would. So hopefully, yeah. Life has just been so busy recently, that's why I haven't got around to doing much. Just a lot of things have been going on, uni especially. Oh, we are now onto texturing. Before I forget about the video and just start ranting, we're texturing the white wall with some white concrete powder. I feel like they blend in pretty nicely together, but it's enough of a difference to be interesting, but not so much that it's like a bold statement. You know what I mean? For the cherry logs, we're texturing with cherry planks. These ones do stand out a little bit more. I just kind of like how they go together though, so I'm not too bothered. Texturing basically is just mixing 2 different blocks together. As you can see, I sort of make similar shapes. It's either like rows of twos, just ones on their own, or sort of like different L shapes together, things like that. Really, there's no wrong way to texture. It's just sort of changing every blocks, but like leaving some in between. Things like that, and especially with the ones which are a lot more subtle, like the white concrete powder and the wall, you really can't do it wrong, so don't stress about it, don't worry. Because I do get a lot of questions asking about it, but it's really not as difficult as it looks. I promise. You guys will make it look great, it'll look awesome, do not worry. Also, with a couple comments I had on TikTok about this, a lot of people were asking about like different colours and stuff. You can totally do that. It would work really nicely, and it's pretty easy to change out. Especially if like a blue one, you could use like the warped logs. That would look super nice and super cool, but yeah, no, it'd be very easy to do a similar sort of vibe. I would recommend going for two colours which are sort of like light and dark, but I mean, you definitely don't have to. You could make this like all black if you like, or like do like some blues and greens or something. I feel like a purple would look really cool as well, actually. We're texturing here the basalt with, sorry, the smooth basalt. We're texturing the polished basalt with smooth basalt. I don't often build with basalt, if we couldn't tell. So I couldn't remember which one. Polished basalt is the one that looks like blocks and like has a direction. The smooth basalt is the one I was just texturing with. Apologies for that. And then we're also just continuing on the rest of the walls. And once we have done that, we will actually get onto the interior. Be mindful here that concrete powder is a gravity block, and so if you put it on any of those bits, like on the heart where it'll fall straight down, not ideal. If you really want to put them there though, you can always use string. String will stop gravity blocks from falling, but it basically looks invisible. So it's a really good a little Minecraft hack if you ever want something to stay up like that. So yeah, on to the actual interior now. We're going to start off with some lighting because it is super dark in here. I think I put enough lighting in for mobs not to spawn. Apologies if a creeper just spawns in the middle of your house. That's happened to me a few too many times, I won't lie. But these lanterns on the ceiling, we're adding in some banners around because it sort of gives like that light shade effect. I just think it looks super cool. It was not my original idea. I don't know whose it was, but I use it in a lot of my builds. It just looks really cool. And then using some smooth quartz, we're making a bit of a bed frame, a headboard, and then we'll add some more pink carpet around because I mean, you can never have too much pink. I'm a pink girly through and through, so there is never enough pink for me. We're then adding in these like indented shelves. That is the great thing about building in like a hillside, is you can add all these like indents. You could add like an aquarium wall or something, and you don't have to worry about what the outside looks like. So that is the benefit of this. We're just adding some like decorative blocks, so like some candles and some flowers, just to fill those shelves, just to make everything look a bit more interesting. It just looks a bit nicer than just boring flat walls with nothing on. Also added some dyed armor here. Literally just put some dye in a crafting table with some armor, and that is how you make it. 'Cause a couple people were asking me on TikTok. And then for this massive blank wall, I decided to add in some shelves just because it just felt really empty and I wasn't sure what else to add. You definitely could like expand your build out maybe. I didn't add like an enchanting room or anything here, so that was definitely something, especially if you are playing in survival, that you probably would want to add to your base. But yeah, I'm just decorating these shelves in a similar sort of way, more plants, some amethyst there because I think it looks pretty cool. And I do add some turtle eggs, which I appreciate, probably quite difficult to get in survival, so don't worry too much about that one. And then we're moving on to the storage room. We're going to go 5 across, and then on the 6th block we place our wall and go 5 up, all the way along, and then back down again. And then we also will fill in 1 more across, just because I like having those lower doorways. And then we're going to do the birch across, which will be the ceiling of that storage room, but also the floor of our 2nd bedroom, which will be upstairs. So just filling that in all the way along. And then once we have that done, we are going to add some more lanterns in. I think I've added enough lighting that mobs shouldn't be a problem. Complementary shaders do make things look a lot darker than they are, but it should be okay. Adding in some barrels across the top, as this is going to be our storage room. And then we add 2 barrels down the bottom, but then also some furnaces. Furnaces? I don't know the plural. Either way, 2 of them, 3 of them even, down the bottom as well, just to make things a little bit more practical. Which is ironic when you see what else I put in this build as being practical. I did also forget to add a crafting table. I literally just realised. So probably replace one of those barrels or furnaces with a crafting table. That might be a good idea. We're also making some more like shelf space in the walls again. And then we're going to decorate with more plants. I really love how bamboo looks in a pot. We use the spore blossom as well. They are just super pretty to me. Sea pickles also make really nice decorations. And over on this side, we're adding a wither rose and a wither skull, which I appreciate might also be a little bit hard to get in survival to decorate with. But it does get worse, so we've added in more armor. The pink armor is fine, it's just leather. I did add a whole set of netherite into this build. Maybe you just want to dye some leather armor black, because that's probably not the easiest thing to obtain just to decorate with, so I understand. Moving on upstairs though, we're placing a ladder across the side, and then we're going to use this black stained glass as like a little guardrail thing. We're also then going to add some lanterns to our ceiling. This is me realizing that there is no center to this build, which is mildly frustrating. But we made it work, we just sort of offset them instead. So we're going to do 2 chains down for either one, leave a bit of a gap between them so we have enough room for everything. And then we're also going to put black banners on this time to have that similar sort of vibe. I wanted to keep things kind of like cohesive, not the same, but a similar vibe and sort of in a different color scheme, obviously. And I think I managed to do that pretty decently. I'm pretty happy with it. And then we're going to use polished blackstone bricks, that was a bit of a mouthful, to make our bed frame. I really like this bed frame. I don't know why. Just something about it. I really like the candles that we then added on either side as well. It just gives me these like cool witchy vibes. Someone on my TikTok commented that this looked like Wednesday and is it Edith? I can't remember her name. The werewolf. And I was like, I totally get it. I see it now. I see it now. And I feel like I want to make their room in Minecraft. Like that window was so cool. But then we're adding in some plants as well. A really cool hack for Java, I guess, is you can make plant pots float in Java. In Bedrock, I don't think it works. I'm so sorry. But yeah, you could always use a barrier block in Bedrock if you're not gonna be playing in survival, or if you just want to use like little cheats maybe. But yeah, it's a really cool fun thing to add to your build. We're then gonna make some blackstone shelves on this bit of the wall really simply. Just add some candles and some sea pickles, and they look super cute. And then back to our outside, our interior is done and dusted. First and foremost, add a door in. I chose the cherry blossom one for this just because it's in the pink heart. It made the most sense to me. And we're gonna fill our first hearts in with pink glass. This is the full block. I guess you could use the panes if you wanted to. Might be a little bit difficult around the door though, so maybe avoid that. And then we're filling in the whole of the black heart with the black stained glass. I feel like you could add a cute balcony here maybe if you wanted to as well. Make the builds your own, you know. If there's something you don't like about mine or something you really want to add, like just go for it, do it. Like I'd love to see your guys' creations as well and see what direction you take my builds in. I love to see it. Like I genuinely really do. Like when people tag me in TikToks of them making my builds, it makes me so happy. It really, really does. So if you do make this and want to post it, make sure to tag me because I'd love to see it. And I promise, look through my mentions and stuff on TikTok. We're also texturing the wall a little bit. I just thought the plain stone wall was a bit boring, to be totally honest. So we're adding in some cobblestone and also some mossy cobblestone in a bit. You could definitely use like some andesite as well. Kind of forgot andesite existed. As well as not being on YouTube, I've also just not been on Minecraft, so I kind of have forgotten that half the blocks existed until now. But that would look super cool. You could obviously add in some like moss blocks as well. They're really pretty and look great on any build. And then finally we're gonna add in some leaves and plants as well. I did use some wither roses just for the black flowers. Might be tricky to get in survival, I can appreciate that. But there we have it, we are just adding in our path to finish the build off. This path was a little bit difficult to construct, I won't lie, because I'm building my build on a pretty steep hill. And I probably should have put like some fence or something so that I don't just like fall off. But there we have it. Thank you so much everyone for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the build. And it was so lovely to make another video for you all. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day or night wherever you are. And don't forget to like and subscribe.